Do you know anyone who has an O-1 visa in the US? Would you like to accompany them? If yes, you don't need to look anywhere because I have the solution for you. The US O-2 visa. Hi, this is Max from the Visa Library. In this video, I will focus on the requirements of O-2 visas, the application process, costs, extension, how to obtain work authorization, and so much more. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, now it's the time to do it. Like the video too, and let us begin. What is the US O-2 visa? The US O-2 visa is defined for foreigners entering the United States temporarily to work. In other words, people who are going to accompany O-1 visa holders as assistants must apply for an O-2 visa. Note that the employer is not the O-1 visa holder and the O-2 visa holder is the assistant of the O-1 visa holder. O-2 visa holders have excellent benefits. Their dependents can come to the US by obtaining an O-3 visa. They can enter and leave the United States as many times as they want. They can also enroll in part-time academic programs. One thing though, holders of O-2 visas can only work for the O-1 visa holder and must prove that they will stay in the US temporarily. One question, what are the US O-2 visa eligibility conditions? Let's look at them. Number one, you must play a vital role in the performance of the O-1 visa holder. Number two, you need to prove that your skills and experience are unique and other people cannot do what you do. Number three, you should note that this visa is a non-immigrant visa and it's temporary. So you have to show that you will return to your home country after completing your work. How to apply for an O-2 visa? First, let's talk about the actions that the employer takes. The employer must first complete the Form I-129 and submit it to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. The employer must submit this form to the USCIS at least 45 days prior to the initiation of employment, but not earlier than 6 months. The U.S. employer must pay the fee for completing this form and submitting it to the USCIS, which varies annually. The employers must also submit documents with Form I-129, providing that the visa applicant has a supporting role in the O-1 visa holder's performance and that he or she has sufficient skills and experience in that regard. These documents are, number one, a letter written by the management organization or certified labor organization that the O-2 visa applicant is proper for the job position. The letter also indicates that there is no other staff available in the United States who can perform the duties of an O-2 visa applicant. This letter should mention the unique skills and experiences of the O-2 visa applicant and its role in advancing the O-1 visa holder's performance. Number two, the contracts concluded between the O-1 visa holder and the O-2 visa applicant must be submitted. This contract can be written or oral. If the contract is oral, a summary of the critical points should be provided to the USCIS. Number three, the description of job duties to be performed by the O-2 visa applicant is another document that will confirm the applicant's eligibility. This task description should include details such as the start date of the employment and the list of events. It will take some time for the appeal and supporting documents to be processed by the USCIS. If the USCIS approves the employer's petition, Form I-797 will be issued. The O-2 visa applicant can then begin the visa application process. Now, let's talk about the actions that the applicant must take. Step 1. Completing the DS-160 form. This form is essentially a non-immigrant visa application form that you can download and complete online. This form mainly contains questions about the purpose of your trip to the United States. When completing this form, you can also attach your photo. After submitting the form, a confirmation page will appear for you, which you must save. This is part of the documents you must submit to the embassy, so don't forget it. Step 2. Pay the visa application fee. The application fee is $190. In some cases, you will have to pay for visa issuance. The need to pay this fee is determined based on your country's relationship with the United States. Step 3. Schedule your interview. You must schedule a visa interview with the US Embassy. Since the embassy's workload is variable, I recommend that you make this appointment as soon as possible. When the interview is scheduled, you will receive a letter in which the date of the interview is written, and you must bring it with you on the day of the interview. Step 4. Prepare the necessary documents. These documents are a valid passport, a photo, confirmation page of Ford DS-160, interview confirmation page, receipts of payments, Form I-797, a copy of your contract with the O-1 visa holder and previous contracts you had with him or her, evidence of your specific skills related to the performance of the O-1 visa holder, and evidence that you will return to your home country after your contract expires. One more thing. If you plan to bring your family members to the United States on an O-3 visa, you must prove your relationship with your family members. These documents can be a birth certificate and a marriage certificate. Step 5. Participate in the interview. You must bring your documents with you on the day of the interview. The immigration officer will ask questions so that he or her can check your eligibility for the visa. You must answer all the questions directly, completely, and honestly. Remember that you need to prove that you do not intend to stay permanently in the United States and will return to your home country when you have finished your work. To know about questions they ask, go to our article and read the list of questions I put there. Link in the description. That was the application process. Now it's time to answer some common questions. Let's go. How long does it take to issue the O-2 visa? It depends on the workload of the embassy. On average, it takes about 2 to 3 months. If you need your visa application processed faster, you can pay $1,225 as a premium processing fee to be notified of the visa results within 2 weeks. Another question. How long is the O-2 visa valid? The validity of the O-2 visa is determined based on the validity of the O-1 visa, which does not exceed 3 years. One more question. Can you extend an O-2 visa? If the holder of the O-1 visa wants to stay in the United States for longer periods and they need you, you can petition for an extension. If your request is approved, the USCIS can extend your visa for 1 more year. If during your stay in the United States you find another O-1 visa holder, you can change your employer. The new employer must submit a new petition to the USCIS. Don't forget that. One more question. Can you receive a green card? Since you must prove that you do not want to stay permanently in the United States, it is a bit difficult to get a green card. If you're going to obtain a green card, you must first change the status of your visa to a dual intent visa, such as an H-1B visa. Another question. Can you bring your dependents to the US? Yes. The spouses and unmarried children under the age of 21 of O-2 visa holders can come to the US by obtaining an O-3 visa. As long as an O-2 visa holder is allowed to stay in the US, they can also live in the country. The application process for the O-3 visa can be done simultaneously as the O-2 visa or afterward. Holders of O-3 visas are not allowed to work, but they can study. Really important. I'm gonna put the link of our article about O-3 visas in the description. Go ahead and read it. Now, let's answer one more question. How much does a US O-2 visa cost? The fee or cost for the O-2 visa varies in each step you apply for the visa. The basic I-129 filing fee is $705 or $460 that you have to pay. The cost for the DS-160 form is $190 and you also have to pay $30 for biometrics. But as I mentioned, if you need a fast decision on your application, you can use the premium processing service, but it will cost you $1,225. Well, that was it. Now you can go and apply for an O-2 visa with ease. I have a surprise for you. Since the steps and the requirements of this visa were too many, I've made a cheat sheet for you to avoid confusion. Go to the article about O-2 visa on our website and get it. Link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so that you can get notified every time we make new videos. Thank you all for watching.